Let's go. Watch game. So these are probably gonna be the absolute best professional item builds you've ever seen in your whole life. Because that's just the skill division we're gonna be watching. So here we have the game right now. It's a pretty good game, it's called Dota. So there's that. Oh, not directive camera, free camera. Alright, here we go. On bot lane, we have Yay Goat on the Drow Ranger with no items. Also on the bot lane, we have the other person with a bow, Windrunner, who is going to be played by Slayer. We have pimped out Mr. Kano on Kunkka. He's probably the only good player in this entire game. By which I mean the entire game of Dota, not just this game. We have, on Vengeful Spirit, we have Lass, or Les. I actually can't read that text for some reason, just because I'm retarded. It's Laz. So our mid matchup is going to be between the Rubik and the Kunkka. This Rubik apparently has a Twitter. I'm not even going to bother reading his name. We have El Shakel BK and Dead Black El Oscuro on the top lane as Ricky and Huskar. So yeah, nothing's really happening right now. I guess on bot lane we have like this Broodmother, but her name's just Dead No, so I mean it's not really exciting. We also have I can't really read that text just because it's too close to the ground. It's like it's Loda. They're playing with Loda because Loda gets bad item builds like that. So on the bot lane we have the sick never get a Stout Shield, never get a Quelling Blade Juggernaut. Probably gonna get out farmed by the Drow Ranger. Good. Good. Here we have the Rubik, who has wards, which he hasn't put down, who is also playing mid with the wards. Cause whatever. Awesome. Pro builds here. We're gonna learn a lot about those today. We have Laz and Takuda in the Radiant top lane. I'm really bad at this. Yeah. So Kunkka easily would kill the Rubik. Just like, let's look at Rubik's item build here for a sec. This is not a mid build. Don't buy these items if you're going mid. If you don't know that you're going mid, and like you don't see any other real mid on your team, ask if you're going mid. Okay? Before buying these items. I'm sure this guy means well, but seriously. So this is like pretty much a slaughter. People at top are dying. I can't even tell what's going on. So far we have Rubik feeding. We have the enemy Ricky, it seems to be. Yeah, he's also fed. And then we have Laz on Vengeful Spirit, also fed. Absolutely nothing is happening at bot. This Broodmother has found out that she can no-clip into the trees and is now trying to be a professional offlaner by sitting there trying to soak up levels. Yeah, it's probably Trixie. I mean, look. Definitely Trixie. Rubik has now put up the ward, but he's level 4, Kunkka is level 5, and Rubik just isn't gonna do that well against Kunkka unless he starts trying to dodge those Tidebringer strikes from Kunkka. Here we have the Slardar. He's actually doing a really, really good build. Don't level bash when you're Slardar in lane. It's really, really bad because you're gonna do an inconsistent amount of damage. It's just not that good. You're gonna want to go for extra crush, some sprint, probably taking your ult. Maybe you can take one level of bash later down the road, but it's just not that important. Looks like everyone's getting a reasonable amount of experience, pardon. At bot lane, nothing's really happening. Drow has a pretty okay build. Actually leveling Silence, which is more than I can say about most pubby Drows, so that's definitely good. But they've got no items whatsoever, so, I mean, that's really garbage, actually. And Chop, down with bot, has the same build, so no one's progressed items, and it's been like 4 minutes. Fantastic. Kunkka seems to be working towards some phase boots here at mid. Rubik! Well played. Oh. He's used all of his consumables. Where did they go? I guess he has a bottle, but I guess he sold or used all of his items. I'm not sure how he did that so fast. Slot, I guess, even more easy kills, and he's leveled Bash. I guess one level isn't so bad. I wouldn't go much farther in the landing phase, but I guess he is off lane. He's got the Stout Shield. I guess he's going Armlet. That's fantastic. Slaughters are pretty good. Yeah, it's a decent build. I wouldn't get the Bash, but I mean, it seems to be serving its purpose quite fine. Rubik going the Rubik build. I don't really think there's any other skill build for Rubik. I guess you could be putting extra points into Null Field, actually, considering Kunkka has been torrenting him, but that's just kind of weird, unorthodox shit. Very good torrent coming out from Kunkka, but it does not connect. It's a really good guess. I mean, let's see what Huskar is building. A pipe? Soaring? I can't tell, man. Ricky has agility items and tangos. That's not half bad, considering he's died a lot. Broodmother has the exact same build as Ricky. I would not get this build on Broodmother, by the way. I would be going for something good, like a Soaring. There's no evidence of them going for a Soaring yet, that's why I'm saying that.
I am in your debt.
Windrunner. Something happened at bot. I guess maybe somebody traded a Tango or something. Or said thank you. Windrunner was just doing the thank you line, so I don't know, I thought maybe something was happening. Broodmother, you know, it's going to be a little bit annoying with the spawn spiderlings, but nothing's really going to happen out of it. Mainly due to the fact that Broodmother has no mana. Kind of a fail boat. It really doesn't matter so much. Yeah, I guess it's so early in the game that it actually is quite important. Rubik has stolen Torrent. Decently played, but Mr. Kondo is going to escape. No problem. Down bottom, it looks like our Drow and our Windrunner are just going to auto-attack. I guess it's fine that they can push the tower, but seeing as Drow is their only real carry and is in the safe lane, I would definitely be considering trying to get more farm before just auto-attacking down to the enemy tower. Juggernaut, getting kind of scary, actually. He's obviously being held back by the Broodmother being in his lane. Definitely. He should be at top lane. But for the time being, he's not doing half bad for himself. His item build, it's okay. It seems to be excessive in the Slippers of Agility department. But, you know, he's getting the levels. Has no last hits, though, so, I mean, what can you say? Juggernaut, though, is kind of level dependent, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him becoming a threat in the mid-game, just seeing as this is a pub. Spawn Spiderlings is a bad spell. Never use Spawn Spiderlings. Okay, alright. Actually use the Spawn Spiderlings. Fantastic. Are you going to actually get the kill here? No. Because you suck. Huskar just feeds more, and this Broodmother just decides not to get free kills. Let's see how fast Drow is for a sec. So, if Broodmother had put down that web faster, that would have been a free kill. And if she kept pursuing, also would have been a free kill. And we got some friendly flame coming out. Very important to flame the enemy team at every possible opportunity. Looks like Ricky is feeding pretty bad. So is Rubik. 2 deaths isn't so bad, but, I mean, one of them's a carry, the other one's a mid. I would be quite disappointed if that was happening in my game. Rubik's item build is not so bad, considering he is mid. Pretty good. No item progression whatsoever from Huskar. I think he's trying to get phase boots, maybe. But I honestly couldn't tell you, because he has that Ring of Regen and the Blade of Attack. But he also has the glove, so he could be building one of 3 different types of boots. Awesome. I want to see how that turns out for him. Maybe he'll build all 3. Here we have... Oh no! Last... Oh my goodness, this boat. I don't know what happened there. Where's Kunkka? Wait, did Rubik steal that? Yeah, Rubik stole that boat. Nice. Well, Rubik just put his way back onto the scoreboard. He's really propelled this team forward quite a bit. Let's see how Drow is doing for CS. 20 is... I mean... I don't know that much about Drow item builds, mainly because I don't know much about Drow. But I have a feeling that only having one item on any hero is bad, no matter how good that one item is. It's like one Dagon or one Rapier or something is not going to do that much on any hero, really. No matter how good those items are. One Mech's not going to do anything. And one pair of fucking treads isn't going to do shit for that Drow. I'd expected to see more progress towards the armlet. Maybe it's on the courier? No? Tsukuda still has not finished his armlet, but that's okay. I guess he's gone down one time, so it probably is really slowing down his armlet. Here with bot, no item progression whatsoever from Chop. However, he looks like he's gonna kill this. Yep, Drow's going down. Nice job, Broodmother. Really good spawn spiderlings there. She seems to have actually figured out how to combo spells. Still no soaring. Gotta get a soaring on that hero. Or you can do a build where you max your ulti, your web, and incapacitating bite with like 1 level spawn spiderlings, which is really cool because you get a lot of slow, you get a lot of stuff like that, so you can chase people. That's pretty neat. Broodmother gets a lot better at killing if you want to go that way. Mr. Kano, what is going on? I'm just missing everything. Looks like there's some shit going on here. Alright. I wouldn't have done that if I were the Slider. I would have put that one, the reduce armor or whatever, amplify damage onto the Riki. That way I could see him when he goes invisible. But it's still a decent choice. It did guarantee the kill on Rubik. Alright, looks like a Vlad's maybe a Helm of the Dominator is coming out for the Juggernaut. Broodmother's buying just agi items. Treads are pretty good on Broodmother because you generally just don't switch treads on her and they don't reveal you, which is cool. Looks like Ricky's at it again. Ricky's probably dead now. Really, that was a very good swap from... Oh no! Oh no! Oh, horrible misplay from Slardar is gonna let Ricky get away? Unless he's just an idiot, in which case he dies. Come on. Oh, well, lucky bash, I guess. Did the extra damage. At bot, we have had a ridiculous feed. The entire dire bot lane is dead, and the entire carry potential of the team is slowly fading as Juggernaut gets 17 last hits in 12 minutes. It's pretty bad. Drow isn't much ahead, but, I mean, she hasn't gone down as much. Actually, she might have only gone down once now. Yeah. It's 1-1 for, deaths. I guess she's got the extra kill, though, which is going to be propelling her forward a lot. Broodmother, I guess, is going to be buying a Basie Ring. That's a pretty decent item on Broodmother, if you want to push in a pub. Pretty good. Mr. Kono's getting a Vlad's? Not sure if I agree with that. I'd be going for the Shadow Blade, get the nice one-shot build. It's one you see a lot of pro players do, where you get the Shadow Blade, which gives you extra damage on your first swipe. Then you go for crit items, and you get those phase boots. And, you know, Vlad's isn't a half-bad item on him, but I'd like to see the Vlad's on maybe the Vengeful or the Slardar, just a more supporty hero. Well, that's a decent build. It's a little bit old, but, you know, probably serve him okay in the pub. Drow's getting another item. Looks like she's going Shadow Blade second item. Getting the Claymore first, get that extra damage, get those extra last hits. I would definitely agree with that. Broodmother's still not buying a Soul Ring. And, you know, she has the Soul Ring skill build. This would really benefit from a Soul Ring. She's max spawn Spiderlings, you just chuck that out whenever. The webs give you extra regen. It's pretty much made for Broodmother. Mr. Kano, still just hacking away at mids. He's got 4 kills now. He's had really successful ganks. Broodmother is actually going to be oh my goodness! Broodmother actually bringing down Drow Ranger using that spawn spiderlings, and Rubik comes down for the gank and ends up killing Slayer as well. Fantastic. Yeah, this Rubik's pretty good, I'd say. Had a really bad laning phase against the Kunkka, but that's kind of to be expected when you are a Rubik. And he's rotated really, really well, generally resulting in a kill. He's got the mana boots up, he's got the wand, got the TP, got the bottle, so he's going to be going really, really good utility hero. I definitely agree with what he's doing. He's even sold Crush. Nice. Skill build's fine. Yeah, I'm really digging this Rubik. He's pretty good.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, Mr. Kano still just kind of hanging out. Obviously the bot tower is going to fall due to the aggression of 3 heroes. It's not going to stand much longer. However, there's going to be some free spider gold just fed by Broodmother. That is, if Drow actually bothers to try to get a last hit. There's 1, there's 2. Yeah, there we go. Free spider gold. Winner is going to be trying to cash in on it as well, but ends up screwing up a last hit. Yeah, it's a pretty easy kill on this Riki. If we have amp damage, we did. I guess we just didn't cast it fast enough. That's okay. He used the Armlet of Morgadin up, so Slardar is going to become increasingly tanky, attack a little bit faster, get extra levels of Bash now that he has everything else maxed out. Bash a lot of times, now he's out of the laning phase, that'll be awesome. Maybe he'll go pick up a Yules or something and go for Disabler. Maybe he's just going to go straight carry with those damage items. Whatever he does should be pretty good. He's just kind of been limited by his early game. It was okay, but really not too great. Much like Rubik, but he seems to be picking up a little bit after that. Ring of Aquila coming out for Broodmother. It is toggled on, so she will be constantly pushing now. There's also a Gem of Truesight out to remove any wards that could possibly kill her, which I do agree with, although you really do need a Soul Ring still. Takuda looks like he probably will be dropping low, if not dead, unless this boat. Alright, sick double kill boat coming here from Mr. Kano. Let's see if we can get some more kills, maybe keep Takuda alive. Is he going to turn on the armlet? No? Holding the armlet. And it looks like he's just going to sprint out to safety. No problem with auto attacks coming out. Neither of those heroes have long enough range. Defying all expectation, instead of upgrading boots, this Huskar has decided to get a casual ring of regen, brown boots, and then the Armlet of Morgadin, which sounds okay-ish. I would have definitely gotten treads or something before I went straight Armlet. Easy kill for Rubik at mid. Drow's just walking through, ends up getting owned. Nothing much is going to be happening there. Huskar dropping low. Huskar is dead. Rubik, look. Wow. Ballsy crush. Hit several heroes. Did he still swap? I think he just killed himself with swap. Very poorly played there. I don't know if Slardar's been turning on his armlet, honestly. I'd like to see the armlet a little bit more. I think he did turn it on there, but it might have been a little bit too late. Obviously, there has been an update. Oh, yeah! There we go. There's the crit that we needed. Hits the Riki. He ran in a straight line. Pretty much instant death if you're going against a Kunkka. Battle Fury next item for Kunkka? I guess it's pretty good against Broodmother. I wouldn't go it. Again, I'd go a Crystallis, because Kunkka has a natural cleave. But against a Broodmother, I guess it would be okay if you wanted to be a counter pusher, which isn't so much of a problem. Huskar picking up a salve. Alright. Looks like Loda, still level 9. Not having so much fun in this game, I don't think. See what he's doing. Yeah, he's been picked off quite a few times. He has been a lot of assists, though. He's been around kills, just hasn't gotten them. Rubik getting the Blink Dagger. Really, really good item on Rubik. There are the treads for Slardar. So he's gonna be extremely tanky now, if he toggles the armlet correctly. Riki, looks like he might be going Mask of Madness, Helm of the Dominator, or maybe just a casual mask. Yay, Goat on the Drow is gonna be dropping low and dead.
If you can see me. Green Dude's top thing is about
to combat the gem, it looks like Slayer has picked up some Dust of Appearance as well, which is a smart play, but Won't be that useful considering Broodmother is constantly surrounded by several other heroes. Which is strange, because Broodmother's really a solo pusher. Broodmother still does not have a soul ring, but it's becoming less and less of an issue as time goes on. So I guess that's not too much of an issue. Ricky is going to be probably escaping here. Looks like the Rubik and the Huskar are both eager to fight. Soda picking up the kill using his bash right there. Bash. The crush is stolen by Rubik and used to initiate on Slardar's own teammates, so that's really quite well played. Slardar. Getting the sick toggles! Oh, you can do it. You can do it, you can do it. Oh! Oof! That Rubik micro. Well played, Rubik. So it ends up being a 3-for-3 trade, which definitely is a really, really nice trade for the side of the Dire, as they have relatively underfarmed heroes that are worth generally less than the Radiant heroes. A 3-for-3 trade is quite favorable, I guess, at this point for the Dire. However, the Ricky did end up dying, and I believe the Juggernaut did as well, so, you know, maybe we'll have some repercussions, as both of their carries did die during that fight. Broodmother is now buying another Ring of Bacillus. Why? I have no clue. Slayer is going to be dropping low and definitely going to be dead. He is falling right into the magical damage of the Juggernaut, which means that he will not be able to Windwalk out of that. Ricky did go Mask of Madness. I don't know why. You generally want to get a Diffusal Blade or something on that hero. Gives you more edge, gives you more damage, you can slow people. I've seen the Yule Scepter. Not the Yule Scepter. I have seen Yule Scepter, but I was going to say the Rod of Atos, the Crippling Staff, on Ricky before, just for the slow. I prefer the Diffusal Blade, obviously. Level 2 Diffusal is extremely good on Ricky. Looks like Slardar is getting caught out in an awkward position, but he is definitely going to be able to bring down this Broodmother if he gets another bash off, and VS comes in to help him out now that he's been silenced, and also that silence that Ricky can put down gives your own friendlies an evasion chance pretty much. So if a... Oh my god! Rubik is just all over the place this game. Getting a really, really good crush off. Killing the Slardar. Unfortunately, he's probably going to be dying to Kunkka for it. Boat coming out is definitely going to land on that Huskar. Huskar is now going to die to Drow Ranger, who still does not have the Shadow Blade, but that will give her enough gold to pick it up. Kunkka getting ever closer to the Battle Fury. He actually can afford it now. I'm assuming he just wants to farm out the rest of this wave before he picks it up. But that was some really, really nice trading going on for the Radiant. Rubik playing admirably, despite the rest of his team being incessant feeders. And it looks like, oh yeah, there we go. Wind Ranger fires the arrow, kills the Loda. Pretty easy. And we get more nonsensical items coming out from the Broodmother. Looks like she wants a Vlad's now. However, I don't believe that the Vlad's Aura stacks, and looks like Juggernaut already has one, which is kind of a problem. Kind of a waste of money. I honestly wouldn't have bought a Vlad's on Juggernaut to begin with, but, I mean, now that there is one on the team, you really just don't need one. Is there a mech on either team? Of course there isn't. Slayer and Venge both playing the 5 role, as opposed to the, one of them taking up the 4 role, buying a mech, buying a pipe or something. But it should serve them okay. Their carries really just don't need to be mech'd. The extra health is always nice, but I've seen sometimes people will skip the mech. Just save the money. Buy a pipe, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, VS is actually going to be trying to pick up a mech now. I guess she just bought those parts just now. It's a little bit late, but it should be okay still. Broodmother is definitely purchasing a Vlad's, and that's completely pointless. Looks like Battle Fury will be the next item coming over for Juggernaut, and there's a massive team fight going on top. Mr. Kano gets stunned up, though. I don't think he can do anything. He's going to try to cut this creep. And he ends up hitting the Ricky. Will he be able to kill the Huskar before he can kill his support? Do it? Ah! Jesus. Horribly misplayed there by Mr. Kano. They're going to be losing a tower because of it. The Battle Fury is now up for him. And he did bring down the Ricky with his cleave, but that is definitely not a good trade if you're going to be losing 3 of the Radiant heroes, as well as the tower. Obviously, Slaughter was lost before the fight, but it still stands that that was a 3-for-2 trade, and a tower dropped. So definitely some momentum swinging into the sail of the Dire.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Broodmother trying to pick up her Vlads. If she's just trying to push lanes independently from Juggernaut, that could be okay. But I just would not advise having 2 Vlads in the same team. Yeah, Jug's definitely going to be picking up a Battle Fury next. Again, fairly late, but what can you do when you get that underfarmed in lane? Broodmother on a level 10. Wow. She really got boned. Drow Ranger sitting at the same level with 5 deaths.
Not so winded now.
Currently, the supports for the Dire are doing pretty much nothing.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, the closest thing you got to a support on the Dire to begin with is Rubik, and he ended up going mid, so he's doing pretty good. The next most supporty hero really is the Broodmother. It's not doing much. The supports for the Radiant, however, are really just profiting from everything. This Windrunner, not exactly rich, but definitely able to sustain herself. And the VS is absolutely balling it up with tons of assists. Very integral to those team fights. Rubik still has Ghost Ship stolen, but it will probably dissipate in the next few minutes. They'll be looking to force another team fight, at least. Looks like this Broodmother is going down. A boat goes out on it, but kind of a waste of the boat. Boat is now on cooldown for the Radiant, but for the Dire, it is not. Rubik can just go in, drop a boat, and then chaos will ensue. Juggernaut could probably get an ulti off after the boat goes down. Ricky, if he gets a decent silence off, could also just completely stop the Radiant from pushing his tower. Torrent on the tower from Mr. Kana. Tower goes down to Slardar. Looks like there's going to be no reaction whatsoever from the Dire. The Dire looks like they want to push bot and take their own tier 2. The Rax of the Dire is now under siege, and no TP support is coming. Okay, never mind. 2 TPs coming out from the Dire. One will be going to the Ancient, one will be going to the Barracks. However, both these heroes are fairly underleveled, and don't exactly have the best items for dealing with such a magic-heavy team. In addition to the Kunkka, who can do extremely large amounts of physical damage at this point. Looks like he's going to be picking up his Chrysalis next for that badly needed damage. It's not doing so badly for damage at the moment, but it could be a lot higher. So he's going to be picking up some decent damage items now. Drow looks like she's going to be picking up the last hit on the Broodmother. Loda, the Juggernaut, is going to also be dropping now. Because he's kind of bad and just doesn't have levels. Nothing you can do at that point. Slardar dropping down to the Husker. Ricky falling to the Vengeful Spirit. This is a 3-for-1 trade, with the Slardar falling yet again during the fight. Which isn't so bad, considering Slardar didn't have the best of laning phases. And I mean, look, you just traded 4 heroes for him, it's totally worth it. At 28 minutes, the Siege of the Barracks truly begins, as Mr. Connell sits up there auto-attacking the Barracks to death. Looks like he wants to be moving forward to try to kill the Rubik, who has now stolen Amplified Damage, and now has stolen X Mark. So it's a very active Rubik. But just can't get much done, because really, he's only a Rubik. He can initiate, he can steal spells, but after that, he doesn't exactly have the best DPS right-clicks ever. It would be nice to see if Broodmother could get out some better items, maybe try to do something. Get a decent push going bot, maybe, try to take that tier 2, get some BTs. I like that. Juggernaut's still working towards his Battle Fury. It's not going to be out for another long time. Interesting choice. The Desolator comes out for the Slardar, which is pretty good, I guess. Slardar does have attack speed when he turns on his armlet. Maybe something like MKB or AC. I'm going to go with the AC. Definitely the AC for the Slardar. It'll be really, really good for his team. Get that attack speed going, get that aura armor going. It'll make their team extremely tanky. And they already have the Kunkka, who can take a shitload of damage before going down. So just having even more tank items is only going to benefit them at this point. Broodmother, taking my advice, is now going to be positioning herself at bot, getting ready to take that tier 2. It looks like the Wind Ranger from the Radiant team is going to be setting up to defend against that, along with her support sister, Vengeful Spirit. Power Shot gonna probably be coming out from the Windrunner. Nope. Gonna be holding the Power Shot. And here it flies. Gets a whole lot of Splatter Gold. Kanka! Looks like he's gonna be bringing down the Ricky yet again. Juggernaut blowing the ultimate. However, oh, if Huskar can just land his ultimate. Kanka narrowly escaping. Looks like he will be getting the Daedalus. Not Daedalus, Desolator. Not Desolator, Daedalus as his next item. Gotta get that crit stick up. Gotta land those nice crits. And there it is. Broodmother is going down. Ends up cutting out a whole bunch of trees with her, but nevertheless, she is dead. She could have tried to pull up onto this high ground here. I cannot draw on the map. She could have tried to pull up onto this high ground here. Get something better done. Maybe start scurrying along. She didn't get stunned, remember. She only got X marked. So she could have tried to escape, but the damage was way too high for her, and her positioning was somewhere between god-awful and really, really war crime bad. Looks like the casual Morbid Mask on Slardar. Hopefully that does get turned into a Helm of the Dominator at some point in the near future. Maybe get the Satanic, or maybe get a Mask of Madness, which I would definitely not advise, but it could be nice for the attack speed. Casual Blade of Attack going over Broodmother. I'm not really sure what you'd be buying with it. Armlet? Chrysalis? Not sure. VS looks like she is just content to take the Huskar ultimate. Okay, Slardar's coming in for a, yep, there we go. Big bash coming up. And the Ghost Ship goes out on Rubik, and gets stolen by Rubik when he blinks away. Very well played by Rubik. However, the Huskar will be going down. The rest of the team is just content to stay around, just farming the jungle, farming the lanes. Broodmother really needs to get to work on pushing back the mid lane, or starting a push at top. Ricky, still at level 13. Still not doing so well. Working towards his Diffusal Blade. Now carrying Dust in order to, do nothing. I guess detect the Drow, but even she just has not been near him enough for the game. Looks like Drow has finally made her way back onto the scoreboard as a even hero. She has the Shadow Blade, the Chrysalis, and looks like she is working towards the Daedalus, which she just completed, and will be on the chicken shortly. Juggernaut. Battle Fury is still miles away, unless he can get some decent farm in a lane, which Broodmother has been pretty much just taking at this point. Obviously, the Mega Creeps will be providing less gold as well, so that's just delaying it further. The Aegis will be getting stolen from Roshan, given right into the sweaty mitts of Mr. Kano, and he is going to be leading the push at bot. Looks like this is going to be a real game ender here. The damage from the Radiant is exceptionally high now with Mr. Kano's Daedalus. If he can land a decent crit, it can probably half most of the enemy team, if not just upright kill them. And yeah, kills Juggernaut in one shot straight up. Alright, here comes the boat from Rubik. Rubik easily dodging the Radiant boat. No max coming out from either team yet. Slardar with absolutely ridiculous damage. Got the Helm of the Dominator. Nice job. And looks like there's going to be a crit coming out on Huskar. Alright, Huskar is definitely dead. Yep. Mr. Kano landing a massive crit. And this is game. The Dire bottom barracks have fallen. It looks like they're going to either move directly to the throne or go for top, but I would just go right for the throne towers, finish off the game, get the easy win, do not give them any time to recuperate, because it's still possible. Rubik can still steal a decent spell and try to turn around something. However, with underfarmed carries like this and really lackluster item choices, there's not much you can do. Broodmother working towards a crit for no apparent reason. Daedalus finally coming out for Drag. Looks like the chicken traversed the map at an extremely slow speed. Was there a bottle on it?
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I guess the world will never know, really. Another Force Staff is going to be coming out for Windrunner, but it's going to be too late. Oh no, it's for Vengeful, actually. But it's going to be too late. The game's already pretty much ended. Slaughter landing some really, really decent damage, surprisingly enough. And that's the game. VS picking up the BTs just as the game ends. Our final scores are Slaughter with 8 kills and 7 deaths, along with 10 assists. The next real standout performance has to be Mr. Kano on the Kunkka, with 15 kills, really leading his team there. The support Vengeful Spirit did a fantastic job this game, with lots of assists, and Slayer did a very good job staying out of lane this game, to give the farm to the carry, as well as maintaining a positive KD herself. The Dire Rubik is kind of a boss, I guess. Absolutely fantastically played by him. Unfortunately, his team was a whole bunch of feeders, with 10 deaths, 7 deaths, 6 deaths, and 9 deaths on the Huskar. Thank you for watching.